Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll buy some time right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lance. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Dobbins running out of the gun. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Lance now to throw. Steps away to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Man open left side is Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Dobbins trying the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Hill to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. He's got Ayuk once again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Wilson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
after the made field goal. Seibert back out there to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 5. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Lance. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Seibert's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A final shot before half for Lance. And Sharp calls it in. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Lance. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to get the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to work. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, throw left side complete. That's Wilson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First down carry for Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Nailor, his first touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Lance now on first down. And he finds Beasley complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Again, it's Lance. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Next the score, Chargers 20, Buccaneers 10. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Wilson sacked by Rashawn Gary. No gain on the play.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, LA. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Lance to throw it. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Lance, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket, but the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
To throw on second and 10, Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lance going to throw. Being chased out left to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a play fake. Lance. It's Hill, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Lance. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Second down and goal. Lance. Caught on the slant. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Henry again on second down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the Chargers punter now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
To throw again on second down, Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Lance looking to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, it's Hill. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 4-2.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Lance. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now here's Hill. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Lance back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run with Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers. Freed up the D-lineman to make the play.
Lance going to sneak it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
59 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Buccaneers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now.